So in this video, I cover air blast, circuit breakers, and this air blast circuit breakers is classified into three types. One is the axial blast, nothing but how we are blasting the air. So based on that one, the classification of circuit breakers are three types. One is axial blast. So what is axial? Axial is nothing but, for example, this is the any conductor along this axis. Along this axis is called axial. Along this axis is called axial. So along the any line, along the line is called axial. Without knowing axial, it's very difficult to understand. And radial. So what is radial? For example, if we take a fluorescent lamp, that will be like this, and whatever the light will be glows, nothing but light particles, nothing but light waves will be away from that one. This is nothing but radial. So along this axis is nothing but axial. Away from that axis, exactly 90 degrees with the axis is called radial. Radial. So this is radial and this is axial. This is nothing but cross. Cross is nothing but exactly 90 degrees to each other. Approximately each near to axial, radial, but there is a slight difference. I explained that one. These are the different types of circuit breakers. First one, I discussed oil circuit breaker. In that two types, one is a bulk oil and another one is a minimum oil, MOCB. This is majorly used because the maintenance and cost and uh, everything is less and effective operation, so that the minimum oil circuit breaker is used. This is nothing but air blast. Air blast operating voltage is more compared to the minimum oil circuit breaker. So next one is SF6 circuit breaker. This is sulfur hexafluoride. This is more efficient one, which I discuss later. More efficient one, and after this one, vacuum. These two, vacuum and SF6, these two are majorly used in the high rating substation, generating stations, or transmission system. So in high rating transmission distribution system, vacuum and SF6 is used. So let us discuss the difference between these two and how the working will be working of the all this those three circuit breakers. So this is nothing but a axial blast. This is nothing but a axial blast. So these are the parts in the construction. This is the air reservoir tank. Air reservoir tank. For example, you know very well about the tires which are used for the two-wheelers or four-wheelers. Definitely tires are required. Tires are nothing but with a high pressure, air will be sent to the tubes of the tire, and these tubes are nothing but air reservoirs. Air reservoirs. Whenever, if any small opening of the valve or with some hole, huge amount of air will be releases outside with there may be a blast. There may be a blast takes place, otherwise huge amount of air will come outside with the high pressure. So just like a balloon also, just like a balloon also. So if you fill the balloon with more air, and if with a needle, if you press with the needle, immediately that will be blast and huge amount of air will be come outside. How the balloon function, how the tube function will be there, and similar to the both functions will be takes place in the air blast circuit breaker. Same thing they will be appear with a huge amount of air. If the two contact will be separated like this, while separating, huge amount of air will be released with a high pressure. so that whatever the arc will be struck between the two contact will be extinguished by the huge amount of air. So with the same principle of a balloon and tires or tubes, this air blast circuit breaker will work. So this is the air reservoir. Air reservoir. This is nothing but a fixed contact, and this is moving contact. This is moving contact. So generally, normally, this contact will be in contact with this position and in this position, and this fixed contact in contact with the moving contact like this. During the normal condition, we should discuss only normal operating condition and abnormal conditions. These two conditions we need to check. In the normal operating conditions, current flows from this point and through the fixed contact and to the moving contact to the load. Moving contact to the load. This is nothing but a normal condition. Normal condition, in the normal condition, how the current wave flows. This is the way. Now, if any fault occur at the load, huge high current flows. When high current flows, relay sends the signal and it will give the information to the this moving contact, and the moving contact will be pulled backside, pulled outwards away from the fixed contact. So when the contact is coming, where the moving contact is going away from this one, away from the fixed contact, there is a small gap here. So that when the small gap is like this, then air reservoir will releases the air valve. By the way, air valve will be opened, air valve will be opened, and air valve will be opened here, and huge amount of air will come in this position, and here initially small gap is there, small gap between the fixed contact and moving contact, so that if the small gap is available, there is a small gap to flow the air with high pressure. So if the gap is more, pressure will be less. If the gap is less, pressure, air pressure will be more. So during the opening of the circuit breaker, air pressure will be more because the air gap between the fixed contact and moving contact is less. So that due to the high air pressure, whatever the arc, whatever the arc stuck between the fixed contact and moving contact will be sent outside. So the arc particles will be with the high pressure of air, arc particle will be sent outside. Ionized air particle will be sent outside, and that will be pulled down by the high pressure air. In this way, this arc, this arc will be quenched. This arc will be quenched. So this is nothing but a axial blast circuit breaker, because air will be in this direction. Air will be axial direction. In this direction, air will flows. So that this circuit breaker is called axial. Axial blast. Air will be blasting by opening this valve, and this arc will be quenched with the high pressure air. So that this circuit breaker is called axial circuit breaker. Now, next one is radial blast. Next one is radial blast. So this radial blast is nothing but a, this is fixed contact, this total is fixed contact, this total is moving contact. So this radial blast, or this is also called double blast circuit breaker, because air blast and that will go, air will be towards the fixed contact. This is radially outward, because exactly 90 degrees in this direction, 90 degrees. So that this is axial blast, sorry, radial blast. So air, so whenever in the normal conditions, fixed contact or moving contact are in contact position, whenever fault occurs, these two contactor will be separated. Fixed contact will be stay in the same manner, and the moving contactor will move away from the fixed contact. During this time, air will be blast, and air will flow in this direction towards the fixed contact here, towards the moving contact. So whatever the arc will stuck here, this arc will be sent to towards the fixed contact, and towards the moving contact. Nothing but in both direction air will flows. In both direction air will flows. Nothing but from the fixed contact, whatever the ionized particles will try to catch the moving contact. So opposite to that of ionized particle, air will flows against that direction. Whatever the particles which are there in the moving contact, which will receive the ionized particles. So that is in this direction. Opposite to that attraction of particles direction, air blast will be flows in this direction. Both will be opposite direction. Air will be flows in the direction of fixed coil and moving coil. So in this way, this radial blast will work. So everything is based on the blast only, but there is a slight difference between the radial and axial. So look at the comparison between those three. Comparison. Let us discuss the comparison. So axial blast. Axial blast is nothing but this is moving contact. This is fixed contact. So fixed. This is moving contact. Arc stuck. This is arc, and air will flows in this direction towards the fixed contact direction. Next, this is radial blast. In the radial blast already discussed, air will flow towards the moving contact to neutralize the ionized particles. Towards the fixed contact, nothing but in the direction of the moving contact, in the direction of the fixed contact. So this is fixed contact, nothing but ionized particles to neutralize the ionized particles. So moving contact, nothing but in the direction of moving, air will flows. So whatever the ions will attract the ionized particles, so those particles will be vanished. Those particles will be uh, shut down, nothing but forcibly shifted towards the moving contact. So this is nothing but a cross blast. Cross blast is nothing but exactly in this direction. Whatever the arc will be there, this is the starting of the arc. Whenever the air blast will be take place between these two, arc will be shifted like this, and after certain duration, arc will be like this. This is from the moving contact. This is from the fixed contact. So there is a break in the arc during the air blast. These are the major comparison between the all three uh, all three. So look at the animated diagram of the working of the air blast circuit breaker. This is air reservoir, and whenever the air well will be opened, then with a high pressure, the air will be extinguished with the high pressure. Look at this one. The air will flow in this direction, and arc will be eliminated in the direction of moving contact. This is the nothing but a axial direction, the direction of axial direction. In the axial direction, the air will be flows. So normal condition, valve will be closed. In the abnormal condition, the air will be blast takes place, and the arc will be struck between the two contacts. And this is nothing but a normal air declarance for the working voltage. See, this is a series isolator. Isolator will isolate the working condition. So the moving contact separates the fixed contact, and arc is stuck. So at the instance of the high pressure below along the arc, and the air takes away from ionized gases along with the direction of that one. So in this class cluster, look at this one. The arc splitter will be there. The arc will be stuck between the splitters. Arc will be stuck between the splitters, so that arc will be quenched very fastly, because there is a gap between the splitters, so that whenever arc stuck between those two gap, and there is no contact between the other gap R2 and some other side by the nearby the another arc which is stuck between the neighbor gaps. So finally, the radial blast air blade circuit breaker, the construction will be like this, and the air will be flow towards the contact in the double blast. This is nothing but a double blast manner. So it is working just like a double blast manner. So the blast will be like this, and whenever air flows in away from the contact towards the contact, the arc will be stuck between the fixed contact as it is and the moving contact as it is. So here exactly how the animated diagram will the appearing the how in the same way air will be flows towards the fixed contact and moving contact so that the arc will be punched very fastly. These are the types of circuit breakers of air blast.